Hello, good morning and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to the fathers. Majority of my videos I talk to the mothers, parents, women, ladies and so on. But today, I specifically want to talk to the fathers. And in generally, what I want to talk about is referring to, I'm sorry for the little distraction. You can hear the voices of my kids in the background. So I'm a mom and I work from home. And today, I want to be telling you guys today about the frustrations that men, especially the fathers, lays out to their kids. Sometimes parents don't even know that they do this. They don't know, right? And then when these kids are growing, they grew up with this hatred in their hearts. My dad doesn't love me. My dad hates me. And of a truth, if I should tell you, men, the man loves their kids. Most men don't even know how to express their feelings or how to express their love for their children. And then they end up laying out frustrations because they lay out anger because they don't know how to express those feelings. Now, what am I talking about? It's not that they don't know how to express it, but because of some certain reasons, some certain life pressure and the demons they are fighting in them, that doesn't let them express themselves. Now, basically, when I talk about men fighting demons, I'm talking about the struggles that comes daily for men. There's a lot of struggles that come for men that women may not understand it because we are women. Men are struggling financial struggles. Men are struggling emotional struggles. Men are struggling mental struggle. And men are also struggling, that physical struggle that they don't know how to express themselves. And then when they cry and when they shed tears, they're going to be like, oh, he's a man. Why is he crying? Of course, being a man doesn't stop you from shedding tears. In Africa, they're going to say, once you see a man crying in Africa, especially when it comes to Nigeria, when you see a Nigerian man crying, then you're going to know that that thing has gotten so bad to his own heart that thing is something that hurts him. Either he lost his mom or he lost his dad or he lost something so dear to him. But that isn't how it's supposed to be. And that is why men in return, when they are married with kids, they end up laying out their frustrations and then everything out on their kids. Excuse me. When I talk about men laying out their frustration on their kids, this is how they do it. And they do it unknowingly, why some of them deliberately do it. That is why I said I'm talking to the men today. Do you know how men do it deliberately? When they go out there, their fellow men in their business area makes them angry. Instead of them to react, they're not going to react probably because they want to maintain peace, or maybe they want to maintain a name out there that people knows them as a good person. People knows them as someone who doesn't look for trouble, someone who doesn't engage in fights, someone who doesn't, goes out to do something bad. They don't express themselves outside. Now, this is wrong. Let me tell you today why I say it's wrong. From my own point of view, when I say things that wrong, I know that they used to say when you see a 7, you can call it 7, but when someone else turns it upside down, it becomes an L. Then you are right on your own side, and I am right? But now, when I say some things are wrong, I say from my own opinion and from my own experience. Growing up as a kid was so tough for me. Really, really tough because I always see that my dad doesn't love me. My dad doesn't care about me. My dad doesn't protect me. My dad doesn't listen to me. My dad doesn't pay attention to me. My dad gets annoyed whenever he sees me. I always feel like that. But now that I'm an adult, I begin to understand that men are fighting, men are struggling, but let's not forget, I have kids right now, and I am married, and I have a beautiful and an amazing husband who is so great that understood the part of being a parent. Being a parent, even when he's fighting his own odds and odds and odds and odds, doesn't make you to lay out those frustrations on innocent kids. These kids are innocent. These kids do not know what you're passing through. These kids they did not beg to be in this world. You brought them into this world. So all you owe these kids is training. So I always feel this way. And thank God for my lovely husband. He fights his own odds. He fights his own financial struggles, emotional struggles, mental struggles, physical struggles that we don't even know about unless he tells us, right? But now, come to talk of it, he understood the part that laying out of frustration on children, laying out your frustrations on children will make that children not to love you. We make that children to, in return, feel, oh, my dad doesn't love me. My dad hates me. My dad doesn't care about me. My dad doesn't do this. My dad doesn't do that. My dad doesn't, oh, blah, 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 blah. Kids are innocent. And that is why I brought it to you. Now, growing up, having those experiences about my dad actually made me not to love him. I like him as my father. Whenever I see him, oh, that's my dad. Oh, yeah, meet my dad. Yeah, I'm excited that I saw my dad. Whenever he comes to visit me in my home and my kids, we're excited to see him, right? But you see, that connection of wanting to share or discuss something private with my dad, it's not there, and it's never gonna be there, because he lays out his frustrations on me while I was growing up, and I began to see, oh, it seems like this man doesn't love me. It seems like this man doesn't care about me. But that's not true. Deep down inside of him, he loves me. Deep down inside of me, he cares. Inside of him, he cares so much about me. Because you know how I know that he cares so much about me? When I gave birth to my first child, he was there with me all through, him and my husband. They were all there. My mom was there. My siblings were there. I'm telling you. So anyone who is always there for you, especially when you are at the edge of death, you all don't know the meaning of giving birth. It's just like giving your life to bring forth another life. You see what I'm saying? He was right there praying for me, holding my hands. And that made me to become more connected with him. Now that I'm grown, now that I understand. But that isn't the way it's supposed to be. It's because he's alive, right? But what if, but God forbid, what if he died before I grew up to begin to understand those things? What if he's no more before I begin to understand all these things? What if he died before I even got married? Would I ever have this thought that probably he loved me, but he didn't know how to express it? No, there is no way I'm going to know. And that is where a lot of parents are missing out. That is why majority of the fathers, I visited a hospital, I think last month, that was on March. Yeah, this is May, right? I visited a hospital on March, right? That was 2 months ago. And I realized that a lot of fathers in the hospital, but their kids are not there. Guess who's with them? Their sons. And even their sons that are with them are not patient with them. They are just talking to their dads anyhow they want to talk. But if it were their daughters that were there, they would know how to say, Dad, I'm sorry, don't do this. Dad, stay like this. Dad, lay back. Dad, raise your leg. You know what I'm saying? Women are gentle in nature. Women are kind in nature. Naturally, even when a woman says or pretends that she doesn't care, the moment she gives birth, she will know what it means to care for someone. The moment she begins to be responsible for a child or for someone else's child, they'll begin to be caring. Now, that is not the part where I'm going. But the part I'm going in this video is, as a man that you are, stop laying out your frustrations on your kids. That is the key point. If you don't know how to lay out your frustration, go start boxing. You know what I'm saying? Go and hang on those boxing tube and tires and something. Lay out those frustrations and angers on those things. Hit it like you hitting someone. Hit it like you're gonna hit that thing out and lay it out. But you see your kids, these kids are innocent, they're precious. God gave them to you for you to protect them, for you to take over them, for you to preserve them. And if you miss the line now, that they are young, you're gonna miss it all. You see, from the age of 1 year old, they are already seeing what you're doing. Trust me when I tell you this, my 1 year old baby girl knows everything. When you scold her, she knows. When you're laughing, she laughs with you. When you jump in, she's happy. When you press the remote, she want to press her own. When you're pressing the fan, she want to be, mama, nah. She wants to do exactly what you're doing. That's because she knows exactly what you're doing. But you feel that by the time she gets to 2 years or 5 years, she must have forgotten all of that. Hell no, they don't forget so easily. The things that were done to me when I was 5 years old by my parents, I remember them all. The things that happened to me at the age of 4, whenever I'm narrating it to my mom's going to be like, what is wrong with you? Who are you? She's always shocked when I express some things, when she's the only person I can go to, because she never let out her frustrations on me. She made me understand that I am not the reason for her frustrations. And that gave us that closeness. That brought us together. So that is why I am telling you today, as a father, don't ever lay out your frustrations on your children. These children are innocent and they know nothing about your goddamn frustrations. Please share this video and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I told y'all, I work from home. Y'all can hear the voices of my kids. I love my kids. They don't stop me from doing anything that I want to do. Have a beautiful day, y'all. Bye. Ciao, ciao.